that's pretty awesome, man. So for anyone considering buying or consider buying a brewery, like what questions should they ask themselves before they make that type of a commitment?
Mhm. I think one big one, of course, of course, is time. I know this whole thing we've kind of talked about, time and having planning everything out. What you have to realize is, okay, I may or may not be doing or owning a brewery full time. Maybe I have to have a second job or something like that. How does that incorporate with it? And then two, what size brewery are we looking at? Are we going to be on a little bit on the smaller side for professional, which means we're going to have to brew more often, or is it going to be a more of a larger capacity? Maybe we can only or can get by with only brewing once a week or twice a week instead of every day or something like that. Because again, you get the day-to-day stuff of it, and you're trying to brew every day. Not that it can't be done. I know plenty of breweries that start out very small and they're brewing every day and then still doing the whole business side on top of that. But I think that'd be one very large thing to think about. Again, here's brewing. Oh, here's the business of brewing. How can we make? I only have 24 hours in the day. I can make all that work.
Right. That is interesting. So, like, what is the smallest brewery setup that you've seen professionally? So, I guess like gallons wise, I guess what I'm asking.
One barrel, so with 30 gallons,
30 gallon.
31 gallons, yeah.
Well, that's pretty interesting. Because I know there was one that I think they were doing half barrels for a while just to test the waters, and then I think they jumped up to a full barrel, if I remember correctly. I think it's that, what's that other one up in Kingsport? The grist and grind or something like that?
Six grist and grind, correct.
Six
He's
and grind,
using
yeah.
the one barrel, yeah. He's using the one barrel. Again, he's a prime example. They've been a little over 2 years now, and got 16 taps, running everything on a one barrel. So
Yeah.
again, but he's ruined a lot, but he can do it.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I've been there again, like homebrew meeting. Again, it's just too far to go by myself. I think I dragged my wife out to Gypsy Circus once, and and she just she don't think she really cared for it too much. I'll drink my ciders. I'm going home. Because she don't like ciders either. There's one she had at Happy Possum she really enjoyed. It was like a tropical coconut-ish kind of one of the high gravity ciders. It was actually really, really good. But again,
sound good.
homebrewers come up with some crazy stuff. I mean, it's
They
just because like we don't have to spend as much money as say like you would, right? If you
exactly.
I mean, you can experiment to a degree, right?
Right. And that's one thing I probably really miss the most of homebrewing. If I want to do something, as a homebrewer, really off the wall, it may or may not work, whatever. And, I may be out, I'm just throwing a number out there, 60, 70, $80, whatever, if you're doing a small batch or something like that. And on the pro side, okay, yeah, like you just said, we can play around with stuff, but there is that certain point, okay, the one, are going to get money, we're going to make money on this, and are people actually going to buy it?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
At the end of the day, we still have to sell it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you got to make that money back somehow. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I've asked myself this question years ago before, like the whole, it's collapse of home brewing and brewery shutting down, and drinking in general just kind of tiptoed quite a bit or downwards for the past, I don't know, let's say 5 years or so now. I think the only way I would ever open a brewery is like I have to win the lottery and have so much money that I wouldn't care to lose. So I could just do whatever I want to brew.